Hello everyone, Myzzrym here, bringing you today Na'Vi versus EG in the round of 8 of the DreamHack tournament. I haven't seen those games yet, and I heard a lot of good things about EG versus Na'Vi. So I was thinking, what's the best way to experience those games but to cast them? So Na'Vi versus EG, we already have the bans going up. We have Batrider as well as the Magnetor ban for Na'Vi, and we have Bounty Hunter and TA ban for EG, as well as the first pick Darkseer. Remember, Magnetor, one of the new heroes that appeared in Dota 2, and that some Chinese teams have considered to be highly OP, due to notably the range on the Skewer, which is 1.2k range. It's the same as a Blink Dagger. So we have seen Magnetor a lot in the G1 League, and now we see also a lot of play from Magnetor in this DreamHack tournament, as well as a lot of bans. So Na'Vi is going to go ahead and ban him. They don't want any shenanigans with a Magnetor, and that means they leave open the Darkseer, and EG are going to be able to take him. EG also banning the very highly banned Bounty Hunter nowadays. Bounty Hunter, who have seen a lot of plays due to the changes in the metagame, due to the changes as well in the patch, and it's going to be Jakiro Wisp by Na'Vi. So already showing an aggressive Wisp pick, which is going to tell EG that Na'Vi are going to look for those really gank-oriented playstyle. They want to go for the pickoffs. Wisp is very weak in the early game, so I guess it might be a Jakiro Wisp +1 tri-lane, but the tri-lane in itself is not going to be that strong due to the presence of the Wisp, who, if he had been replaced, for example, by a Venomancer or by a Crystal Maiden, the lane would have been stronger. However, Wisp also gives Na'Vi the mobility in the mid-game with this ultimate, the Relocate, as well as the move speeds from the Tether, and Sven is going to be the pick for EG. So Sven, Darkseer, and Enigma. This is huge combo in teamfights. If you get the Darkseer vacuum into the Enigma black hole, Sven is just going to come in with the Ghost Friend, and with the cleave that he has as passive skill, he will be able to kill anyone in the Enigma black hole. The problem of Enigma in itself is that his black hole doesn't do a lot of damage. So sometimes you see wonderful black hole, like 5-man black holes, but there's not enough damage, behind this, and the enemy don't die. There's like maybe 1 or 2 casualty at most, and then the enemies just turn around and turn the teamfight around. With the presence of Sven, it's not going to be the case. Sven, Darkseer, if you get the vacuum into the black hole, Sven is by himself going to be able to provide all the damage needed with the God Strength. The problem of Sven is he has to run after the enemies to get the damage done. He has 1 stun, and that's pretty much it. And that also means that Sven, usually you have an easy time kiting him around, but with the Enigma it's 4 seconds of black hole, and plus it gives the added benefit of keeping everyone close for the cleave to deal the damage. Now Chaos Knight is going to be the pick for Na'Vi. Wisp very often played with Chaos Knight or Tiny, and this time it's going to be Chaos Knight. So Chaos Knight, a really good single target DPS as well as Disabler, and that makes really good pickoffs with the Wisp. You relocate, you have a 4-second stun, followed by the Wisp Tether stun, which is also 3 seconds at max level. No, it's 2.25 seconds at max level. It's going to increase the movement speed of the Chaos Knight by 20% as well, and Chaos Knight is extremely fast as a hero. A base movement speed, I think, is 330, so one of the highest movement speed, or 320, I might be wrong. Yeah, I think it might not be 330, that's a bit too much. I think it's only Luna who has this movement speed. So he has a lot of single target DPS with the Reality Rift, with the Chaos Bolt, and with the Chaos Strike. Plus, the Phantasm can also deal a lot of damage to the single target if you focus on someone. The problem of a Chaos Knight, if he gets caught in the black hole, no matter if he has the illusion or not, the illusion are gonna fall down to Sven's God Strength as well as Great Cleave. So now we see banning of the Broodmother, the ban of the Keeper of the Light. Na'Vi here already have shown their tri-lane here. So Jakiro, Wisp, Chaos Knight very likely to be in a tri-lane, or we might see some creative play or creative laning, but very likely when you see this, you're saying, okay, so those guys are going to be on the same lane, and for the other side, Darkseer very likely to be on the long lane. Enigma, that means he's probably going to be in the jungle, and that means Sven +1 and someone in the solo mid, or Darkseer could go in the jungle, but that would be quite strange. Enigma could solo long lane, but we have rarely see Darkseer in the jungle nowadays, and Enigma farms way faster than the Darkseer. So I don't think Darkseer is going to go in the jungle anyway. Broodmother as well as Chan ban for EG. So even though I was saying this is a given trial lane, we could have seen some creative play with a, for example, dual lane middle and maybe Jakiro and a Chan maybe in the jungle. So they're banning up the Nature Prophet, the Chan, as well as the Broodmother. The Broodmother, a very, very independent hero in the long lane. He can stay there and be annoying as long as, you know, basically you have to commit to getting ward sentries to kill the Broodmother, and even if you have sentries and wards, Broodmother still moves very quickly in her web. Plus it's very hard to shut her down. Even if she doesn't get a lot of gold or experience in the early levels, she will be able to farm with the Spiderlings later on. So Keeper of the Light, Queen of Pain, and Disruptor ban for Na'Vi. So Keeper of the Light, very good tri-laner with Sven. Shadow Demon is going to be the pick for EG, and Queen of Pain also a very good add to a Shadow Fiend now picked by Na'Vi. So it looks like Shadow Fiend is going to go mid for once. And I was saying Queen of Pain really brings a lot to the burst damage of the combo, the Enigma Darkseer into the Queen of Pain's Sonic Wave as well as Queen of Pain. Same with the Disruptor. That's a huge AoE 5-second silence. So heroes like Jakiro, Wisp, Chaos Knight, they want to use their spells. And also, if you have a Wisp and a Chaos Knight relocating somewhere, if their ultimate is about to run out, the Wisp is going to TP out, right? Chaos Knight is going to be the same. Well, the Disruptor can just say, no, sir, you just glimpse and he comes back here. Or if he is TPing in, you can glimpse it away. So that means instead of having Wisp +1, you only have Wisp, or you only have the hero that has been tethered and relocated with the Wisp. So now we see Invoker for EG, so that means Invoker middle, Shadow Demon, Sven on the bottom lane with Enigma, and Darkseer in the long lane, very likely to be this setup. For Na'Vi, it's very likely to be a Shadow Fiend in the middle lane, and they're looking for their last hero here. And what we might see on the long lane, we still have the Windrunner open, the Bounty Hunter has been banned, we have also the Queen of Pain ban, the Darkseer is already picked, the Nature's Prophet ban, and Lich is going to be the pick. So yep, we're going to see some creative play. Wisp and Chaos Knight very likely to be on the same lane anyway. So either we have Dandy on Shadow Fiend, so Dandy is very likely to go mid. AA on Jakiro, and Light of Heaven is gonna play a solo lane Lich. So Lich, remember in the very old times, Lich used to solo mid to get this fast level 6, fast Chain Frost, and then do a lot of damage in those early engagements. But then we saw that Lich, you know, he kind of like fell apart as a solo mid and is used more likely to be played as a support. But here it's very likely to be a long lane Lich played by Light of Heaven. So we see Fear on Sven, we have Demon on Darkseer, Jo is going to be playing Invoker, we have Beedis on Shadow Demon, and Melk is going to be playing Enigma. We have Dandy on Shadow Fiend, we have Havost on Chaos Knight, Art on Jakiro, Light of Heaven is going to be playing Lich, and Puppy is going to be playing Wisp, and everyone's already heading to the bottom lane, so we might see an early level 1 engagement. Remember that normally I would give the upper hand to Na'Vi due to the fact that they have a Invoker who has no spells level 1, Enigma already skilled the Demonic Conversion, so he has no stun. Darkseer doesn't do a whole lot at level 1, he has either one Vacuum, one Surge to help allies away, or an Ion Shell to deal some damage. And Shadow Demon and Fear are the only level 1 potent teamfight heroes. On the other side, we have Jakiro with the Ice Path, very good disable. Wisp is not going to do much, but 20% move speed is going to be able to boost the Chaos Knight, so he can catch up someone and use a stun. Same for Dandy, Dandy has a Shadow Fiend. If he gets level 1 Shadow Rays, it's potentially 225 damage if he lands all 3, but usually a Shadow Fiend is not the best level 1 teamfight. Lich hasn't picked up Sacrifice yet, so that means he can still go for the Frost Blast at level 1 if there is a need of an engagement. Now we see actually EG heading up for the Roshan spot, which is quite surprising to me. I'm not really sure what they want to do, because there's no Prophet here, so they cannot create trance, and without any units, Enigma won't be able to do anything. They won't be able to use conversions, and anyway, this lineup is not suited for the Roshan at level 1 anyway. So Jakiro Remember, this is the new bread and butter support that every team picks pretty much in the first few picks, at least in the first batch, due to the power of the Ice Path. A very low cooldown, very low mana cost, and for an intelligence hero, 90 mana cost for a intelligence hero who start off with 400 mana almost. It's almost nothing, and plus it's a very long range disable, lasting a decent amount of time, 2.2 seconds at max level, and it also deals some damage. So everything in one, 100 damage. It's a long stun duration, long range, as well as short cooldown. Everything you need. Wisp, as I said before, is a fairly weak long lane or a fairly weak tri-laner. The tether doesn't do so much. It gives movement speed if you want to catch up someone or run away, but the stun duration is only 0.75 at level 1, and it only levels up by 0.5 every level. Plus, you have to get close and personal to... Oh, they're gonna catch Fear. And, well, actually, it's gonna be Na'Vi running away. So, Puppey latches himself on Light of Heaven, and they are gonna back off. So, Wisp, with the Chaos Knight, still a very good combo because the Reality Rift brings your target behind you, and that means if you're already tethered with a Wisp, it's a guaranteed 0.75 second stun, at least at level 1. And you can follow that up with the Chaos Knight Chaos Bolt. Wisp also packs a little punch with the spirits. It deals a lot of damage if you land all 5 spirits. It deals the damage here shown times 5, so it's nothing to scoff at. Jakiro is still around. He has a pair of Sentry Wards. Puppey has already planted down a Observer Ward here, so they are... What are they doing? Puppey, they might be looking for a level 1 kill. Puppey and... No, they're just blocking up the spawn here. And we see already Demon. Demon is going to pull up those creeps and deal a bit of damage to Dandy. He has a haste rune, so he's fairly okay. Dandy at level 1, only 41 auto attack damage, so not gonna do a whole lot to this Darkseer. And actually, it's gonna be Dandy on the solo top, and in the mid lane is gonna be Chaos Knight with Jakiro. And Puppey looks like he is going to be pulling up this camp as well as this camp and trying to stop Darkseer from getting those free creeps here. Problem is Dandy doesn't have a whole lot of damage, and with the Stout Shield, Demon will be able to absorb a lot of hits. And you can see here that Demon, he is still standing around. He doesn't care. He has to be careful though because he's taking a good amount of damage, and now he will surge away. But he's already level 2. He has the surge. He has the Iron Chisel as well, so he will be able to run away if necessary. Art putting some pressure on Geo. Geo won't be able to get those last hits. He is only sitting at 140, whereas we have Havas here in the middle lane, 942. We see Demon is having a fairly good time due to the early advantage that he had. 740, Dandy is at 640. Fear on the bottom lane, only 504, and this is due to Lich. Actually, with the sacrifice, he is pulling up his lane back to his own tower, so Fear won't be having a good time, even with the pull from Beatus. They will be pushing up to this tower, and that means Lich will have some free experience, and that will deny also a lot of experience to the Sven, who wants to have as many last hits as possible. As a carry, that's what you want. Melk on the other side, he's gonna be able to just farm fine. Oh, Chaos Knight taking a bit of harassment from the Cold Snap of the Invoker, but he already has the bottle charge, so he will be okay. Art is coming up invisible, but Jo being very careful. He doesn't go any further than this area, or actually will he? Nope. He's still standing on the high ground. We see Enigma has planted on the Sentry Wards. He will not fall for this little warding here. We see Beatus doing a double pull here. He's pulling here and then pulling this camp as well. So that is still helping Fear to get this lane under his own control. Art is still standing around. He wants to get some damage done on the Invoker. Invoker going for level 2 class, and now he's gonna deal some damage to Jakiro. So Invoker now, with the class build, he's gonna be okay. He won't be taking too much harassment damage. The problem of the Chaos Knight, as well as Jakiro line, is that he might go down to the burst. The Invoker with the class build, he's very, very good against harass. So that means any kind of like Queen of Pain, Shadow Strike, or the Side Blades from the TA, he will be able to absorb those hits with the Quas regen. But on the other side, if he gets bursted down by a series of stuns and nukes, he will fall down just as quickly as any other hero. He still has actually 700 health as maximum, so he's quite tanky. He's not that he's not that weak. It's not like the Shadow Demon who's sitting as with 500 HP. So doing a good job to control the lane, even though Lich is spamming his sacrifice. And at the moment, we see that this top lane, the Darkseer is still sitting level 2, so he hasn't really gone up since the last minute or so. And yeah, he's still sitting at 840. So Dandy doing also a very decent job at denying all the creeps that comes. And well, it seems like he's taking a bit of damage from the Iron Shell as well. Now we see rotation coming from us. Ars Art. We see Puppy dealing a bit of damage to Darkseer. Darkseer is actually out of mana at this point. He is saving up for the Soul Ring, but he still has 100 gold to go. So will he actually buy? No, he will actually go back to the lane. And we see a dive coming up. They want to get this Lich. Lich is very likely to fall here with the Soul Catcher. And with the damage coming from this Sven, Stormhammer, 250 damage plus 20% damage with Milk, with a level 2 Malefice as well. And in the mid lane, they are going. Navi is going to kill Jo here, so trading blow for blow. And we see Lich coming back. Has to be careful. He will use the blast to get some creeps. He is trying to get this Bolts of Tranquility. Oh, Light of Heaven, be careful. This tower might very well go down. We have the siege creep hitting as well. Fear is tanking up a bit. He doesn't really care. And we see Bidis scouting out with the level 1 Shadow Poison. Shadow Poison give vision over the area it's sent, as well as if it hits an enemy, a hero, not a creep, it will latch up onto the enemy, and that is 10 seconds of vision. That means you cannot juke. Fear looks like he might go on Light of Heaven. Light of Heaven taking a good amount of damage. Milk will follow up with a stun, and that may very well be the end of Lich. Lich is gonna die another time, and TP coming up. Puppy is here, but only Puppy actually. Nope, we see Ars Art coming up also, but I am not sure they have the damage output for. At least it will take Milk. Milk is very low on health. Milk will fall down to Jakiro, and in the end, rotation coming from Jakiro. Puppy TPing in, so he has to spend this gold. He also has to leave Dandy alone. Dandy level 6 now, so he's just gonna be fine. Darkseer's level 3 only. Now we see what is happening to this Lich. Lich is actually level 4, so he's having a fairly better time than the Darkseer. Only problem is Darkseer didn't die once, and Lich already died twice, giving the kill twice to only once to Sven. And Sven at the moment, let's take a look at the net worth. He is sitting at the same, he is right behind Chaos Knight and Dandy. So Havast and Dandy having a fairly good time here. Jo in? Whoa, okay, so I think yeah, it's so yeah, the net worth just dropped because it doesn't take into account anything that's in the courier. So I was a bit afraid at the moment. I was like, what the hell? Fear only 900 gold. Nope, this is just a bug. So nothing to be really amazed at. Invoker in the middle lane is not having a good time, but he's still sitting around 1.7k gold. And now we see, we see Fear jumping up at 2.7k gold. So Malk and Jo falling quickly behind, as well as Demon. And now we see Dandy actually going to find this Darkseer on the top lane. Darkseer trying to get those creeps behind the tower, but the Wisp coming in with the help of Shadow Fiend. And now in the mid lane again, action on Invoker. Invoker won't be able to Ghost Walk out of this one. Yeah, he did go for a heavy cost build with only 1 level in Wex. So he is really afraid of this burst, and he really needs to stay in this lane. Additional level in Quest also increase your strength by 2 each time, so it's gonna help him a bit. Malk sitting in the mid lane, taking some experience. And it looks like they want to go on Demon here now. Ars Art is wrapping around. We have Puppy here as well as Dandy. And well, the lane is pushing though, so I don't think Ars Art will be willing to go under the tower without any creeps. Dandy still farming. 61 creep kill, and now they're gonna go on Demon. So Arsark is here, and he is gonna use a Fire Breath first. Demon is stuck in the trees, and now one raise from Dandy is gonna seal his fate. No TP support coming in. In the meantime, we have Fear still farming up. He has the Dream of Endurance as well as the Power Treads if he wants. Beatus is as a support with the boots as well as Magic Wand and also one Smoke of Deceit, so we might see rotation coming up very soon. Enigma also with a Smoke of Deceit, the Soul Ring, Shadow Fiend Blink, getting the Blink Dagger at 8 minutes 45 in the game. Enigma is going for a Mechanism as well. Geo has finished his Phase Boots, and Dandy with a Power Tread as well as Blink Dagger. So early into the game, we have to see very aggressive play from the Shadow Fiend. The Blink Dagger really allows him to position the Shadow Rays very well as be able to land those 2 or more, 2-3 additional right click. That really hurts at this point in the game. He deals almost 150 damage per swing. At 9 minutes into the game, that's enormous when you take into account Invokers only having 777 HP. We have Lich almost level 6, and he decided to go for the Tranquil Boots. So his movement speed is actually quite high, 390 base movement speed with the Tranquil Boots, as well as health regeneration if he wants. Sacrifice is going to give him all the mana he needs, and we'll have to look out for who is going to go for what item. Wisp has Boots, and well, Dandy is going to land one right click. He is going to try to get Demon. Demon's going to try to surge away. He will be able to surge away. Not going to be able to catch him here. Dandy taking a bit of damage from the tower. Then we see 4 people in the middle lane. EG want to take this tower. Art, I'm not sure he can defend it by himself, but Tabas is here, and Fortification is used. Light of Heaven's here as well. Level 6, he has this Chain Frost, and now they're going to be scouted. Everyone's backing off. With the Shadow Poison, you can't juke. They know they can see everything on the high ground. The Shadow Poison stacking up, and Shadow Demon actually going for the Shadow Poison build. So a lot of damage potential coming up from the Shadow Poison. This is actually you saw 4 stack of poison means 500 damage. It goes up very, very quickly. Now Chaos Knight has an Myzzrym. They might look for a pickoff. Fear, they might be focusing on Fear. Fear is going in, and no, they are not going to fight this one. So they are going to let this tower fall, not even going to try to attempt to deny this. And they might pick off the Invoker here. Or not. No. Chaos Knight is just going to take the farm. Rotation coming up on the top lane. Sven completed his Power Trick as well as Dream of Endurance. And this bottom lane is sitting pretty empty at this moment. They might try to bait some kills. Nope, they see Malk. So Malk going for the Mechanism. He almost has it, 250 gold away from it. Darcier has the Soul Ring. He also has 700 gold in bank. We'll have to look what he wants to go for. Invoker, pretty much nothing new, nothing on the courier either. Fear, leaving his lane, so giving away some farm. Stacking up those camps for probably Dandy coming in with raises. Chaos Knight is also trying to get his Dream of Endurance, I guess. He has a Bracer completed as well as Magic Wand, so he's quite close to his Dream of Endurance if he wants it. Dandy with 1000 gold. He is level 10. He has 1 level in Presence of the Dark Lord, so -3 armor to everyone in the area, which is not bad. Wisp is also level 6, so he has to relocate now if he wants to get some kills. We see Lich is actually going to get caught. He has to be careful. Sphere is hiding, and Light of Heaven is being very, very careful right now. And Milk is going to be able to land the first stun, and that means Lich, goodbye, sir. Everything's going to get popped, and TP by Dandy into the black hole, and we see Chaos Knight also TPing it into the black hole as well. So Dandy's going to fall. Fear, almost dead. Fear will fall. Nope, he is going to fall here. And now Light of Heaven, he bought back. There's the ultimate, bouncing around Demon, taking a lot of damage, but Light of Heaven is going to go down here. Now we see Beatus trying to run away. Beatus is going to get caught by with very good disruption, but Arsar is here, and we see Puppy is still around. Now they're going to try to catch up the Darkseer, who is retreating away in this fight. 1, 2, 3 kills, and I think Enigma, did he die or did he? I think he died. I'm not sure. Just going to take a look at the buyback. Nope, he didn't buy back, so he didn't die. So no death. It's only 3 deaths for EG, and for Navi, Dandy died and Lich bought back. So pretty good turnaround by Navi in the end. Very, very fast response. Dandy, unfortunately, TPing into the black hole, but there was Wisp, there was Chaos Knight as well, relocating, so they were able to turn this around. Smoke poked by UG now. They might look for another kill. Beat is with Milk, and oh, is that a Dire Ward? Yes, Dire Sentry Ward. So if they were looking the minimap, no, if they were looking here, they would have seen it. Remember that the smoke, even if you have sentries, it doesn't show on the minimap. So if they weren't paying attention closer to this area, they don't know. And then it is going to be the target of choice. Enigma has to actually go in first. And nope, they're going to go in Puppy. Puppy one click, and he's going to tether away with the creeps. We see now Dandy is going to be caught up. He is not going to be able to use the Blink Dagger anytime soon. And Dandy is trying to fight his life. And nope, he will actually fall. Everyone's coming in on the back end of the play. We see Chaos Knight coming in. He is dealing a good damage to Invoker. Demon might fall down. We see Malk as well as Demon. Both of them are TPing away. But now Fear is caught. And Fear is going to fall. So again, it's going to be 2 kills for 2 kills. But Wisp buying back to bring back the Chaos Knight. Jo use the Ghost Walk. He's going to go away. And yep, Art, no one's here anymore. Everyone TP'd away. So in the end, Dandy not using this Blink Dagger defensively. He saw the Sven going on Wisp, and he got caught right after. And Darkseer is going to take a good amount of farm here. He's going to be pretty happy with this. Tranquil Boots as well, everyone getting Tranquil Boots. Enigma has completed the mechanism in the, as we saw in the last fight, he popped it. Shadow Demon, it looks like he might go for an Urn of Shadow. And Art as well as Havas looking for a pickup here, but the EG side are playing very carefully. They're not going to overextend. Invoker also looking, I think he's going to go for a drum as well. He's pretty poor, this Invoker. Fear is going for a straight BKB, which is a very good idea considering that he has been disabled quite a good amount of times. With the Chaos Knights, the Chaos Bolt, with the Ice Path, with the Tether, it's very annoying to get all this in your face, as well as the Lich Ultimate, which is a good amount of damage. So with the BKB, he will not really care about this. He will be able to run around and kill people. Let's go and take a look at the net worth again. So again, we see that Dandy and Havas are sitting at the top. We have Fear very closely following. And Light of Heaven actually very, very poor for this long lane solo. We see that the Demon has 3.3k gold as net worth, as Light of Heaven, he doesn't even have 2k. So Light of Heaven 0 for 4 for 6, he died 4 times already. He's pretty much almost the only guy who died. Shadow Fiend died twice, but he got 2 kills. Wisp died once. And Jakiro actually sitting at 5 for 0, so ours are getting those kills. Last hit denies. We see that Dandy's, oh, he's farming out of his mind. He has 140 last hits, 17 minutes into the game. That is also thanks to his support stacking up the creep camps, but even with this, he's just farming out of his mind. Chaos Knight is sitting at 88 creep kills, whereas Fear on the Sven is only at 62. So if we go back to the net worth and take a look at the experience graph, it is Navi leading all the way. 7.5k experience advantage. Gold is only 2k though, so it's still okay. We have 2 towers down for Navi, for no towers down for EG. Actually, EG defending the tower quite well. It doesn't look like Navi want to push anyway. They are not pushing. They have not been trying to push anytime soon. They have been ganking around or countering those ganks, but apart from this, they have been only playing pretty passively, getting the farm up, and I'm pretty afraid of what might come later, because Sven in the late game with the Darkseer, with the power of the Invoker's versatility, with the Enigma Black Hole, which goes through the BKB, I'm really afraid that Navi might lose 1 or 2 big team fight, and that might be all over for them. At this point, basically Fear in the late game, if he gets farmed, he will be able to take down these towers very quickly. So TP coming up, that might be a very bad idea. No, Art, you are gonna get caught. The ultimate from Shadow Demon is gonna land, but relocate. Oh, good disruption, and now Black Hole on 2 again. Now we see that the ultimate from Lich not having the best luck, bouncing on the conversion, and that is the death of Havast as well as of Puppy. And the tower went down as well. Yep, Enigma got the tower. A very bad luck on the bounces on the Lich ultimate. And in the end, that's 2 kills. 2 kills in the tower. TP back from Fear. Fear is gonna go back to farming. BKB is gonna be soon up. He still needs 1,000. Oh, actually not 1,000, but 600 gold. Dandy's still farming up his BKB. He is also getting this BKB in 100 gold. We didn't see any big team fight for Navi yet. They have been counter ganking, but big 5-man team fights have not really been what the game was around until now. So now we see Chaos Knight also going for this BKB, but as I said before, problem about BKB is Enigma is still gonna be able to land this black hole, and if he lands it, the only counter to this black hole is gonna be Lich ultimate, which goes through the BKB. As soon as Enigma gets a BKB, if Lich is caught on it, it's lights out. They can't do anything to stop it. It's gonna be a 4-second BKB, 4-second black hole. So a bit of counter warding going up from Art. He's not gonna find anything though. Puppy with the overcharge helping a bit. So still farming up. Dandy's still farming up in his top lane. He is not really moving a lot. So another Sentry Ward planted down, but they don't find anything. So 2 Sentry Wards planted down, and not a single ward countered. Roshan taking a bit of damage from the Wisp, Wisp of Spirits, so he will go out of his den and go back in. And experience graph still 7.5k, but the gold slowly going upward again. Everyone's farming. We see Abedis has completed his Urn of Shadow. He only has to deliver it. And with this big stack, Sven is going to have a very good time farming up. Yep, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 camps stacked up. A lot of gold, a lot of gold. Fear is still farming up. He has the BKB now. So do they look for another item, or do they go straight in? Sven actually not getting a single point in Great Cleave yet, and now he gets it. So I'm not really sure about this. Not getting Great Cleave, and he's already level 12, so he got 1 point into stat, I think. So let's take a look at this. We have +9 of all attribute. Yeah, it's only 1 point in stats. So he decided to go for 1 point instead of Great Cleave at level 10. And yeah, well, Navi is going on Roshan. I'm not really sure they may be. I'm not really sure they will be able to do this. The ward here from the Radiant had the vision, so they did see any rotation coming from here. And well, Shadow Demon's poison not going to be long enough. He's not going to be able to scout it, and that means Navi will be able to take a Roshan. Pretty ballsy play in my opinion. They were quite slow in taking it, but no adapted answer from EG. Now Darcy are going for a pipe. He only is 300 gold away from it too. Invoker went for the 4 staff, completed it. Malk is also looking for his BKB. He is only 1,000 gold away from it. Chaos Knight with the Haste Rune, trying to find someone out of position, but no can do. He has a Black King bar as well now. So 2 of the Navi side have Black King bar. Lich has the mechanism as well. Puppy is also going for the Urn of Shadow. And yeah, it looks like they cannot really push. They're waiting for their creep wave to arrive, but they have no real pushing power compared to the Enigma's conversions, the Sven's God Strength, as well as the Force Spirit from the Invoker. The Na'Vi side rely on their creep being here. They can't really summon anything, except for a Chaos Knight Phantasm, but might not want to pop this for a tier 1 tower. We'll have to look out for what they decide to do.
Middle tower is under attack.
So again, Na'Vi grouping up as 5 in the middle, but not doing anything. The tower did went out in the top lane, so I was wrong. Jakiro did go for a Ghost Scepter as well as Power Trid, so more HP, more survivability. He won't be able to get burst down by Sven, but there's still a lot of magic damage potential coming up from Invoker, as well as Darkseer, Shadow Demon, and Enigma. Well, if Enigma used the Malefice in the team fight on our side, it's already quite a win. So, Lich, level 3 Ice Armor on Dandy, helping up against Sven, because Sven, his damage is mainly physical. So any point on armor will help. It's also gonna slow him down. Now we see 3 heroes heading down on the bottom lane. Havas is actually quite far away from Puppey, so now he gets the DD rune. If we want to have a relocate, we might have to. Nope, they are still sticking around. EG right now, they are standing in the jungle. They're waiting. Looks like they're unsure whether or not to take the fight. And in the meantime, they're still farming in the jungle, so not wasting the time. Wisp completed the Urn of Shadow. He is counter warding here. Chaos Knight has a DD rune stored in the bottle. And Shadow Fiend looks like Dandy is gonna go for the Manta style now, with the Yasha already bought. Lich disassembled his Tranquil boots to make his mechanism. He has the phase boots now. More movement speed, more mobility. And we might very soon see a fight here. The only guy not here is Sven. He has a TP scroll though, so Dandy has to be careful. The Shadow Poison's gonna land. Gonna give vision over here. So as long as he has this little stack on him, everyone's gonna be able to see him. He's quite low on mana though, so no blink into raises into ultimate. In the meantime, Havas still farming the middle lane. Fierce still farming the top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We see TV coming up. It's gonna be Malk going in the middle lane. And Jo is here as well. Tornado to start. Now we see Havas is gonna try to go on Malk. Malk is maybe gonna fall down. No, he's very low on health, but he's still alive. And Fear dealing so much damage to this poor Havas. And well, Puppey used to relocate, but he will come back, and this will be his death. 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, Puppey. Well, in the meantime, Dandy did take down this bottom tower, so this is still a bit of a trade here. 2 kills for 1 tower. EG is going to be happy to take this one, especially on the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight, his BKB didn't save him against the right place of Sven. I think he delayed a bit too much trying to kill Malk, and he didn't achieve the kill anyway, so now we see Enigma has the BKB. Shadow Demon, 45 gold. What is flying in the courier? Now this is for Jo, so Jo ultimate orb now, so he might be looking for the sheep stick. Sven has completed the Mask of Madness as well, so more attack speed when he is in ultimate form will mean more damage done. With the BKB, it's also going to nullify the extra damage from the Mask of Madness. Mask of Madness extra damage is magical, remember. Darkseer has completed the pipe as well. We saw this when the Chaos Knight was trying to kill Enigma. And what about the Na'Vi side? Na'Vi have pretty much no new items. Dandy has to be... They have to do something with this Aegis, or it's gonna disappear. It's almost 6 minutes. In fact, it's gonna disappear in like a few seconds. Shadow Fiend is going to go for this the Desolator, so more minus. Yep, and here we go. No more Aegis.
Double damage.
So more minus armor. It's gonna be minus 12 with the Desolator. That means more attack damage coming from the Chaos Knight, as well as his illusions. And it might be a very good way to bring down Sven, because Sven, problem is Warcry gives him plus 16 armor. Enormous amount of armor, and it lasts 8 seconds, so a long time too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So now the middle tower is going to get pressured. I'm not really sure Navi can fight this. We'll have to see the relocate first.
Dire's structures
And
are fortified.
Puppy,
Dire's middle tower
Puppy.
is under attack.
No relocate yet, and they're going to let the tower fall. So another tower going the way of EG, and they will be able to go back to defend their own tower. Yep, we see Fear in fact already TPing back.
Tower is under attack.
Gonna get those few creep kills. Yum yum yum. Net worth is still dandy on the on the top, but yeah, actually they're doing a decent job at out farming the enemies. Although the EG side is taking down towers, we see that the goal graph is still going a bit up and down, but in the end, still the way of Navi. Experience graph is still also the way of Navi. It's almost 10k now. Reaver is for Havost, so he's gonna be a bit more tanky. Has to be a bit more tanky against heroes like Sven. And yeah, Fear is gonna get this entire stack. 2.5k gold. And smoke popped up, so they want to get a kill now. Enigma also with another smoke in his dash. This is a Radiant ward, Sentry ward, so... What is this ward for? Well, it does see quite weirdly. Baiting someone, waiting someone. No one's gonna come. Mal's gonna get surged, getting this invisibility rune. And well, EG losing a bit of time here. Not achieving anything, and Fear's gonna go back to the jungle farming. Navi though, in the meantime, they are concerned. They're afraid of the smoke gank, so they are also wasting a bit of time. Only letting Chaos Knight farm because they are sitting behind, waiting for the attack to come in. But EG, they're not committing. They're back in their jungle farming. Sven decided to go for Chrysalis, which is a fairly standard build. Nowadays, carry Sven, they need the Black King Bar and the Chrysalis. Most of them go for Mask of Madness for increased attack speed as well. And the Drum of Endurance is a good buy anyway, so... Puppy leading the charge. I'm not sure that's what he wants to do. There's the Sentry Ward, so they know they're here. Oh, the very good trap here! And now, BKB popped by everyone, and Black Hole onto Dandy as well, Chaos Knight. The ultimate from Light of Him cancelling this, but it's already too late. See so much damage done, and now everyone's on the run by the Navi side. They're all low on health. Fear is surging. Fear is gonna get a triple kill. And where is Wisp? Wisp is trying to run away. Wisp will not be able to run away. And this is gonna be a team wipe by EG. They knew Navi were coming. They were hiding behind the trees. Brilliant play with the Sentry Ward. And this Black Hole catching Dandy as well as Chaos Knight. I think Dandy blinked into the Black Hole as well because he wasn't this close to the fight when it happened. And this looks horrible for Navi. That's exactly what I was saying. Problem is, even with your heroes here, if there's one bad team fight that happens, it's team wipe. It's team wipe. It's everyone who's caught in the Black Hole dies. And with the 2 carries in the Black Hole, that means no more damage output. And that is Rax. That is Rax. They cannot defend this. First set of Rax is gonna go the way of EG. Fear with the items he have. Oh, they might look for a turnaround. Have to be careful though. And yeah, 2 towers gonna fall. Two Rax are gonna fall. We see Chaos Knight TPing in, but it's pretty much too late. And now everyone's gonna TP away. Everyone's gone. Fear has 3.1k gold. He's very close to his Daedalus. We'll just have to see if he decides to go for the buyback or for the Daedalus first. EG, compared to Navi, they still have a lot of room to breathe. Even if they get team wiped, they have this tower to go down. this tower to go down, this tower to go down before the racks fall. So they still have two. They all have all their tier 2 towers at least for defending. And Navi, they want to get Roshan. They want to turn this bad fight into some advantage. But EG this time are prepared. Well, it looks like they're going to be able to take Roshan fast enough. So next fight is going to be Aegis on Dandy. So even if he dies, he can turn back and still deal the damage. Problem of Shadow Fiend is he deals a lot of damage, especially with the Desolator as well as the Prisons of Dark Lord Max. He's gonna be able to bring down Invoker, bring down Darkseer and Shadow Demon pretty much very quickly with some right clicks, but he's very squishy. I mean, if he gets caught by Fear, it's game over for Dandy. He's gonna get like 3 shot, less if there's a crit. Chaos Knight trying to finish his Heart of Tarask. Jo almost with the Sheepstick as well now. So even more control, even more disable. Vitality booster on Enigma? I'm really surprised of what he was gonna go with this. He might not even go for anything. As Luminous once said in one of his Dota 1 casts, is you can get a Vitality booster for nothing else than raw HP if you decide to finish the game pretty quickly. If you think that the game will be decided in the next 10 minutes, you don't need to save for very, very expensive items. You go for the cost-efficient items, and here he sees that he doesn't want to get killed before the black hole finishes, so what is good for him is going to be a Vitality booster. Then again, I might be wrong. He might go for something very weird like a Vanguard or a Heart of Tarask on Enigma, or even a Bloodstone. Who am I to know this? Shadow Demon finally completed the Arcane Boots. Jo finished his Side of Ice, and Darkseer looks like he's gonna go for Naganim himself. And a Naganim against a Chaos Knight Illusion is gonna deal a crap ton of damage, because the Illusion only deal the base damage. So the base damage is here, it's the white number, and he only has plus 27, increased damage. Whereas Dandy, for example, has plus 156 increased damage. So that means Dandy's illusion is not going to deal a lot of damage, but Chaos Knight's illusions are, in the other hand, going to be able to deal a lot. Now we see TP coming in. Jo is here. Actually, everyone's going to come back. The only one who is still away is Sven with his Daedalus.
Radiant structures are fortified.
EG not even giving away this tier 1 tower. They know they can fight this, they know they can defend this, they are not gonna give it away. And Navi, they are afraid. After this big team fight happened, after this back team fight happened, they know that they cannot really afford to do the same mistake twice. Otherwise, it's mid-racks that's on. Poppy is still very poor at this point in the game. The captain taking one for the game. Lich is also very, very poor. I mean, for a tri-lane solo, for a long lane solo, he's sitting only at 5.4k. He's 3k gold away from the Darkseer, and in one big swing, we saw that it went from minus 3k gold into an advantage of almost 3k gold. Experience graph is also going back almost to 0. Now back to 2000 for the adventure of the Radiant, for the Dire, I mean. So Navi still a bit of advantage. Chaos Knight have completed the Heart of Tarask, and they're gonna go and take the top tower for EG. The only trade is gonna be the mid tower, but this is a tier 1 tower for a tier 2 tower. I'm pretty sure EG is gonna be happy with this trade. Do we have sentries? We have sentries on Shadow Demon. And Sven already dealing a lot of damage to this tower before Navi even gets there. Ice Path, not gonna land anyone. Havost being very ballsy on the positioning. He's gonna get stunned, but he is with the Heart of Tarask, remember, so he has a lot of health. Fear isn't gonna land a little stun on Havost. Oh, beat this! Oh no! The Fog of War. This high ground is gonna help. He was gonna get pulled back, but nope. So Ward planning down to increase the vision range. Fear, they're gonna go on Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight Oh, with the vacuum, he's taking so much damage. Even with the Heart of Taurus, he cannot do anything. One crit and is gonna dispel the death of. And now Peppy falls as well. Dandy managed to pick. No, he didn't pick up anyone. And Dandy's taking a good amount of damage from his own illusion with the Cold Snap. And that is 2 for 0. No, he did pick off the Darkseer. Darkseer did have to buy back this. But I'm not really sure they can defend this. Fear is gonna go on Dandy. Dandy is gonna blink away, but you cannot destroy the Storm Hammer from the Sven. Oh, Sheep is gonna land on Dandy. They might be looking for the kill. Nope. Dandy's still alive.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And the tower's gonna fall. Tower falls in the end. Dandy very low in health. And Sven with the Alacrity, looking to deal a lot of damage. Puppy has to be careful. Puppy's very, it's like, oh, the ultimate from Shadow Demon is gonna land on Dandy, but they're not gonna follow up on this. And now Curse on Puppy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In the end, Navi still keeping their barracks,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
but losing a tier 4 tower in the process from the bottom push. And Chaos Knight, even with the Heart of Taurus, you just saw how quickly he falls to the Soul Catcher plus the Sven combo. Sven dealing a lot of damage, Soul Catcher increasing the damage by 50%. And that is enormous. Chaos Knight, he just took a 1.3k crit from Zen. Increase that by 50% and you have almost 2.1k crit. So we have Chaos Knight. He only has 10 armor. Well, not only. 10 armor is still pretty good, but in the end, he still falls very quickly. Ars Art, 2.7k gold, 2.8k gold now. What is he gonna go for? And again, it's gonna be opposed. Shadow Fiend going straight for a damage item. They want to bring down the Sven. They don't want to be able to tank it up because they just can't. I mean, Shadow Fiend, if you, at this point, if you go for a defensive item like, I don't know, Heart of Taurus, you're just gonna fall as quickly as the Chaos Knight does, if not faster.
One knight, twice the damage.
So as well, go for the straight damage build. Try to bring down Try to bring down Sven if he decides to go for Havost instead of Shadow Fiend. Oh, and I just remembered, you can actually see the number of pendants in the replay as well. So 375 people routing for EG, and 3,377 people for Navi. And Navi are the one here on the back foot. Don't pay attention to the goal graph, don't pay attention to, oh well, actually to the goal graph, yes, it's going the way of EG now. But the experience graph, you saw that Navi was leading all the way, and one big team fight, and it's over. As I said before, one big team fight is all it takes. Now it's EG's game to throw. If they don't win this one, it's because of a mistake. Invoker went for a Ghost Scepter, so he won't be able to get picked off by Shadow Fiend or by Chaos Knight, or if he's very low on health, he can be killed by the Shadow Rays. So Sven now also with the Assault Cuirass, so even gonna reduce the armor of the enemy while increasing his own. And Alacrity starting on Sven. Plus 80% attack speed, plus 40 damage. Dandy is sitting inside the smoke. Actually, Chaos Knight as well as Puppy. Also in smoke, waiting for something to happen, but hello, Sentry Ward. So if Havost makes one wrong move here, he's gonna die. Havost getting a chainmail might either be for a blade mail or for just some armor, some cheap armor that he needs. And who has buyback here? Only Dandy have buyback. No, actually Ars Art also have buyback. Ars Art is gonna be stunned, and Fear is just gonna go straight on the barracks. Now we see that Dandy got a kill on the Invoker, and well, a lot of damage done by Light of Heaven with his ultimate. Fear almost dead. Fear is gonna fall this time. No, he's not dead. He is still alive, and he is gonna turn this around. An ultra kill by Sven. Sven still very low on health. Sven is gonna fall in the end. Jakiro is the one getting this double kill. And Dandy wants to follow up. Dandy doesn't want anyone to run away. Oh, he's gonna, in the end, walk out of there. So buyback by Jakiro. Buyback by Dandy. On the other side, we also have Death of the Invoker. Sven and Shadow Demon ended up buying back as well. And they are buying back because they don't want to give away the Roshan. In fact, they might be sneaking up the Roshan of their own. So everyone dying for Navi's side, and their racks get brought down. So in the end, Navi still struggling, but not surviving. They are losing slowly and slowly. Sven going on Roshan. Poppy's gonna scout that out. He knows Sven is here. I'm not really sure what they can do. Sven is really dealing with too much damage too quickly. Oh! Ultimates. Pipe. And Mechanism. Fear is gonna run into Puppy. Puppy is gonna get... Oh, goodbye, Puppy. 1 crit, 700 damage. He's gonna get sheep to death, and... Now, they're gonna go back on Roshan. Art is trying his best to delay them. He's gonna get found by Vidas. And that is Sven with the Aegis, and it's gonna be Cheese on Darks here. Jo is gonna be able to catch Havost. Havost is forced to pop the BKB before the fight happens. So this is gonna be a fight without BKB for Havost. They only have 1 lane left. 1 set of racks. It's down the gutter to Navi. They have to... Oh, second tier 4 tower falls. Sven dealing so much damage from the Alacrity, from the ultimate, from everything. 550 damage a pop. Nah, Dandy is taking a bit of damage from his own ultimate. Fear. Oh, Fear is running away here. Dandy is following up. Here's Havost. Here's Havost trying to kill Fear. Whoa, this vacuum into and whoa, this cleave. Vacuum into cleave into an ultra kill and instant GG called by the Navi side. Wonderful play by EG here. And I must say, I'm really surprised Navi... This one bad team fight really ended up everything. It's... And yeah, it's Sven. You cannot underestimate the power of Sven, especially comboed with the Enigma and the Darkseer. Pretty much the best heroes can combo up with Sven. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you actually enjoyed this cast. And I will see you guys in the next game of EG versus Navi. See ya!